Hello friends, in the series on income tax cases, today we will discuss a very important case which distinguishes the purpose of section 148 capital A clause A and section 148 capital A clause B. The issue before Honorable Gujarat High Court in the present case was that can the assessing officer make inquiry from the assessee by issuing the notice under section 148A clause B. This issue has been decided by Honorable Gujarat High Court in a writ petition in the case of Chetak Nand Kumar Gandhi versus Income Tax Officer. This case is reported in 485 ITR at page number 762 and the date of the judgment is 6th October 2025. In the present case, the assessing officer issued notice to the assessee under section 148A clause B in the name of late mother of the petitioner to explain the sources of credits appearing in the bank accounts on the ground that these credits were not explained by the mother in the return of income. The assessee gave a detailed reply explaining all the transactions which were alleged by the assessing officer, but the assessing officer issued the notice under section 148 by saying that the explanation given by the assessee is not tenable, is not correct. The assessee filed a writ petition in the Gujarat High Court, and the main contention of the petitioner in the present case was that the assessing officer has mixed up the purpose of section 148A clause A and 148A clause B. It was the submission of the assessee that the assessing officer cannot make an inquiry by sending a notice to the assessee under section 148A clause B. It is the duty of the assessing officer to make an inquiry with the prior approval of the competent authority before issue of notice under section 148A clause B. But in the present case, the assessing officer has skipped the first vital part of section 148A clause A and directly issued the notice to the assessee under section 148A clause B for the purpose of making inquiry from the assessee. The court said that in the present case that the important directives which have been given by the Honorable Supreme Court in the case of JKN Drive Shaft India Limited versus Income Tax Officer, which case was of 2003 and which was reported in 2000 and which was reported in 259 ITR at page number 19. The court said that the directives of the Supreme Court in issuing the notices under section 148 has been incorporated under section 148A so that there can be a balance of power with the assessing officer, and at the same time there should be safeguard for the assessee in issuing the arbitrary notices under section 148. The court said that in the present case, from the conduct of the assessing officer, it is very clear that the assessing officer has mixed up both the provisions, that is section 148A clause A and 148A clause B, and has directly issued the notice to the assessee to make the inquiry from the assessee. But the scheme of the act is like that if the assessing officer has some information in his hand, then he can make the inquiry with the permission of the competent authority and reach a conclusion that the assessing officer has the information to suggest that the income has escaped assessment, and then seek the clarification from the assessee that why the notice under section 148 should not be issued. But in the present case, the purpose of issuing the notice under section 148A clause B was to seek the inquiry from the assessee, which should have been done under section 148A clause A. So the court said that in the present case, the notice issued under section 148, the show cause notice issued under section 148A clause B, and the order issued under section 148A clause D is bad in law as it has exceeded the jurisdiction of the assessing officer. Friends, this case is very important because it has been seen that whatever the notices are being issued by the assessing officers under section 148A clause B, they are mostly in the nature of seeking the information from the assessee. But the scheme of the act is that the assessing officer should have first of all information in his hand, and then if he thinks that this information needs to be checked or inquired into, then first of all he should make inquiry and then jump to the second part in issuing the show cause notice to the assessee. But this scheme is not being followed, inquiry is not being done, so the notices which are issued without independent inquiry are bad in law. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Chetak Nand Kumar Gandhi versus Income Tax Officer, and this case is reported in 485 ITR at page number 762, and the date of the judgment is 6th October 2025. Thank you, friends.